Hi there, moms and dads. Welcome back. I have not shared a video for maybe about 2 weeks or so. I'm still figuring out the little nuances of YouTube and editing. So for now, I'll just be sharing these little tidbits of my process with my child and why and how I do what I do. So today, I just decided I was gonna broaden this discussion that I've been having with a few moms that I've met on Instagram and some friends that I've had for years, school friends and so on. All right, so we were discussing the whole idea of accepting your child where they are and not comparing your child. Because the first thing as parents that we need to understand, every child is different. The same way we are different shapes, colors, sizes, and creed. It's the same for the little one. Don't get into the habit of comparing your child to your sister's child, your brother's child, your neighbor's child, your best friend's child, the other children in school. Work with your child where he is or where she is. Meet them there. Every child has their own learning style, pattern, and rhythm. And it's up to us as the parents to meet the child where they are. I don't believe we should wait until they get to school to start that process. If, as the parent, you start working with your child, then you'll be able to identify what their strengths and weaknesses are, and then you'll be better able to prepare for it and also give the teachers a heads up. That's my belief. Now, for the most part, I've been homeschooling my son. He's 3 now, for 3 years on and off. Every day it's not the same, and the first thing I should say, I don't go according to a structured curriculum. Most of the days I go according to what he wants to do. So you won't see me do the same activities every day unless we're following from something that we did the day before. Most times when we go to sleep, we'll have our little discussions. He's preoccupied these days with asking me if I'm happy. Ever since we did the feelings and emotions pal, he's been asking me if I'm happy. So when he says that, I tell him, yes, I'm happy. And then right after that, I spin it back on him. I said, are you happy? What makes you happy? Tell me some things that make you happy. Why do they make you happy? Just to encourage language skills and literacy. I do that. Then when he shares that now, I'll ask him one thing from what he says. So why does this thing make you happy? What do you like about it? And you encourage them to talk and to develop their language skills. They're not going to be able to spew 1,000 sentences per minute, but listen to them. That's what I do. Secondly, as it relates to activities, I allow him to basically try to figure out the activities that he wants to do. So if he watches a program and he sees something and then he gets interested in it, he'll come to me and he says, Mommy, I want to do that one. There's this new program we found on Netflix. The name escapes me now. And he has been watching it. There's some of the activities that they do, we've done already. Some of them are too complicated, or some of them, they're kind of, for me, kind of nonsense. To each his own. But if he sees something on it and he's like, can we try that one? We want to try that one. And he'll remind me. That's the thing. So if I think he has forgotten, believe me, 2-3 days later, he'll remind me to do it. So I work with him on that. The other day, for example, we were doing just the farm animals thing. That was Friday for a circle time. We were doing the farm animals thing. And then he started pretending to plant. So I decided, okay, perfect opportunity to teach him something about planting and growing. Planting things and how they grow. So we did that simple little experiment, seeds in a cup, wet the paper towel, you put it in the cup, you leave it for a couple of days and watch it spring. He has been very fascinated with that because it's growing. So I just say this to say, work with your thought. Everybody to each his own, but I use that method. Most days, it's when we get up in the morning, we decide what we're going to do for that day. Sometimes from overnight. But I do whatever makes him happy, makes him comfortable. And I find that if he drives the learning process, then he's a little bit more engaged. I don't do a lot of chalk and talk, the book work. I do it, but not all the time. Majority of the times, we're outside doing something, we're making, building, and creating things, and we have discussions about it. That's the difference. That's the way I choose to tackle learning and teaching for my child. I'm not a trained teacher. No, for those of you who have been asking, I'm not a trained teacher. I'm just a mommy, a first time mom. And this is just a method that I choose to employ because I believe that eventually he's going to move away from homeschooling and I'm going to send him out there in the world and I want him to go out there at a particular level. And when the teacher takes him, she can take him up another notch and then I work with her and him to bring him up a little further. For me, everything is a process, everything is a cycle. There is no rush to anything. And that's all I want to share with you parents out there who are worried and you're looking and you're like, oh, but how come that child on Instagram I do that? How come? Remember, it's Instagram also, it's social media. What you're seeing on social media may be the child's 50th attempt at the thing and the parent finally get a good picture of it. Don't be fooled by the hype. Don't be fooled by the hype. Don't be fooled by it. Work with your child where they are. That's my tidbit. I hope you guys are enjoying. You can comment, share your stories, and if you want us to continue with these discussions, we can. You could probably drop something that you would want me to discuss. Maybe you see something in your child and you would like my perspective on it or how I deal with a particular thing in my child. I'll try as much as possible. As I said, I have one child and it's just my perspective with him. He's a boy, the experience may be different with a girl, maybe different with an older child, but that's it for now. The kitten's calling me. All right, guys, bye bye.